ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. There to make the stop was John Jenkins.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now. It's Hill, complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down and 4. Breeze again has it complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Breeze now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is caught by Gill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. He was looking for Parker that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Fitzpatrick from his end zone on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick, and that will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Laird. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Breeze now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
Ready, 95-56.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Fitzpatrick on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Breeze to throw. Flush to his right. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's our time. It's our time.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze flushed out right. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Breeze going to throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
X3, 218, chop.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, Murray on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 36, Fitzpatrick, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The busy night continues for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good job. That was a great. Wait, Ernie! Gonna go 5-0 here? 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A.J. Klein, his 2nd sack of the night. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You can't stop me.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jerome Baker. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. On 2nd and 7, Breeze gets this one to Hill. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Saints on third down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 91 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.